See, I had the fun of finishing Crisis Core Reunion and then re-watching my playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake. And so now I'm even more excited for the next installment because I have so many questions. So let's see the trailer really quickly and then I'll share with you guys what I'm thinking. Alright, Final Fantasy VII Remake Rebirth. Let's do this. I think it's Rebirth. Yeah, it's Rebirth. Is Zack the one getting rebirthed? See, that's one of the questions.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster, caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2.
Wait, so Barrett's now injured and so's Tifa. Well, that's a great way to start.
Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Oh, I hate when animals get injured. And Aerith, yay.
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's
Anyone hear the helicopter in the background? It's either people we know or people we don't know.
still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Oh,
was
nice.
wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy,
Chocobo.
but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Well now, think we woke it up?
Angered it, more like.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
But where's Cisne? You can't just replace Cisne with some other blonde girl and be like, eh, we're done. Oh, there she is. I was gonna say, are we ever gonna see her again?
What the? Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
Free. Yeah.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
Do you know that I killed her? So, who is she?
See, things are just gonna get even more mixed up than that time I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. For the first time, it made total sense up until the end. And then it got really, really confusing. And then, you know, like after Crisis Core, it did help a little bit. It did help a little bit because of the whole story of Zack and Cloud. It gave a lot of context. It helped me look at things between Aerith and Cloud a different way, particularly all the questions that she was asking and the way she was looking at the Buster Sword. So it added a lot of context. But then the ending as well with Sephiroth and Cloud talking, it was a bit like, And then you see the cutscene of Zack after reunion, and you're like, okay, now I get what's going on. Well, not really, but you get what I mean. And then it's like, okay, what now? You're going to have to start explaining something. Because clearly, this is what happened in the OG Crisis Core. You're clearly stepping away from that. And you've also got Sephiroth at the end of Remake doing his thing, which is probably completely different from what happened from the original. So this is more a sequel to the original rather than just the original remade. So the guess is that in Rebirth they're going to actually plug some of these holes because there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. They did it really well. I would say as a first timer, they did it really well. Because they've definitely got me invested in wanting to see what's going on. I know a lot of people keep saying you have to play the original, but I'm sort of not wanting to because I want to have the first-time player's perspective to the new game, on the new system, on the new graphics, and the new everything. And then later, if I want to, a little bit like Crisis Core, I can go back and play it, and then I can rewatch or replay the current games, and then have a different viewpoint. So I get twice the fun, you know? Because it's one of those stories that's really fun to unwrap like a Christmas present. Now, there was another trailer that they uploaded. It's called Ever Crisis, which apparently, according to what people said, is a mobile game. It seems that everyone's going in the direction of mobile games this time around. Didn't like Blizzard do something similar, and then they told all their PC players to just get a mobile? Ah, Blizzard. How far you have fallen. Is that a booty call? Oh, Genesis. We still don't know Sephiroth. I mean, that is so cute. Do you know about dumb apples? I was gonna say, was that Tifa? But then, yeah, they did change the armor. Using a shotgun, eh? I love it. It's like cutscene, 4K, 60 FPS. Gameplay, eh.
なるほど。では、敵だな。
How about we just wait for someone to get all the cutscenes and cinematics, put them together in a video, and we can just watch the video. That seems to be the way to do this. It's a little bit like Nier Reincarnation. I like the idea, and there is a time and a place for turn-based combat, and I think on mobiles that works really well. I mean, if you're going somewhere, if you're on like a bus or a train, or you're like a passenger in a car, you sort of want to play something that's handheld, you don't want to bring the console, a mobile is the way to go, because let's face it, they're pocket computers these days, and we're spending thousands of dollars on them, so you'd kind of hope they'd be able to function as a small game console, because you remember back in the day when a Game Boy used to cost like $100, and that was considered, oh my god, and then used to buy a game console for $200-300, and that was considered, oh my god. Well, people are paying $2 to $3 grand for a phone. So, you know, you would hope it would be able to do some of those functions. And yeah, some people pay more because of branding. Some people pay less because, like, why do you care about branding? But it is what it is. If there is a story in there, I'm waiting for the video to come out. I don't think I'm going to play a mobile game. I haven't been coaxed into playing a mobile game for any franchise yet. I did end up hopping on a different console to play Resident Evil when it was Darkside and Umbrella Chronicles, so I know the whole thing of buying a console to play a franchise. I did buy the GameCube to play Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, so I completely understand that, but I'm just not into mobile games. Apart from the fact that it's increasingly difficult to actually somehow record them, because I'll be honest, I haven't tried. I'm sure there's like a USB-C to HDMI adapter or something, but my God, the amount of effort of just hooking this thing up to that thing and just someone play it, get the cutscenes, get the cinematics, I'll watch it. Final Fantasy is so fun. And you learn so much when you play. I mean, I just look at myself at the way that I was playing and I was approaching fights and everything in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I had no idea what I was doing with the materia. The fusion, I had no idea what was going on. You know, like using thunder on machines. And everyone says that's a given, but, you know, it takes a while to sort of get there. Now that I know how you do all the materia fusion, using different strategies, you know, like weapons, leveling this up, doing that up, the way block works, the way dodge works, you know, first hits and all that stuff. So, you know, now I'd say I'm a little bit more familiar with playing Final Fantasy style games. So hopefully when Rebirth comes in, I have a little bit of a less, let's call it less of a learning curve. And maybe I might be able to play like on, I don't know if they have anything between normal and hard difficulty, but yeah, something in between. I wouldn't play hard difficulty because that just kicked my butt. And that's fun for a few times, but after a while it would get boring to watch me get my butt kicked. But, you know, I enjoy the challenging gameplay. Okay, it looks good. Looking forward to it. I'm going to play it on release. Please don't spoil it for me. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm hoping now that the story is a little bit different to the original. There are less people that are capable of spoiling it for other people. I don't know why people would want to do that. I personally just want to share the experience with people. And then afterwards, we can just discuss everything as we always do. I am trying to upload the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion LP as quick as I can, but unfortunately, it seems to be in YouTube hell with every single video getting demonetized, and then I re-edit it, re-upload it, and then I have to get it checked and then hope that they approve it. It's really weird because the YouTube rules don't actually seem to apply. I can sometimes upload the same video twice. One time it gets rejected, the second time it gets accepted. It's kind of weird because one video is like filled with swear words and Tifa and all this other stuff and it gets approved. The other video has no swear words and it has Cisne and it gets demonetized. And I'm like, okay, so it's not swear words. Is it the girl? Is like, what's wrong with Cisne? But like, you know, it is what it is. So I'm trying to get up the LP as quickly as I can. I'm pretty sure it's going to be done by the time the new game comes out. The whole LP is edited. I'm just trying to upload it without YouTube taking it down for whatever reason. I know, right? Final Fantasy VII. It's such a corruption to our society, especially YouTube. So yeah, hopefully it's out on time. We'll live stream it when it comes out on Twitch, and then we'll just upload it as an LP in 4K on YouTube. So hope to see you there. Till then, Ninja Kuma out. Bye.